in Lubbock and across the nation, a patriotic tradition continued, Wreaths Across America. It honors the fallen and remembers them during this holiday season. The Lubbock Civil Air Patrol led a ceremony at the City of Lubbock Cemetery at 11 this morning, paying respects to veterans we've lost. Volunteers have laid wreaths upon veterans' graves over the past several days, and Robert Hogan with the Lubbock Civil Air Patrol says his dad served, so this is a way to honor and remember him.
Other fathers, brothers, sisters, mothers who sacrificed so much to serve in the military. So many of our military people can't be at home for Christmas. They're away from their families, and it's important that we take a minute to remember that.
Today's ceremony included the final wreaths for each branch of the military, POWs, MIA service members, and Medal of Honor heroes. And thousands of volunteers visited Arlington National Cemetery today to place wreaths at the graves of those fallen heroes and service members. The cemetery hosted the annual Wreaths Across America event nationally, where the public is invited to place wreaths on the more than 260,000 headstones throughout the grounds there. More than 3,400 additional locations in all 50 U.S. states at sea and abroad participate in these events, like the one you saw here in Lubbock. Governor Greg Abbott was at Texas State Cemetery's ceremony in Austin, where he emphasized the importance of honoring the service members and never forgetting the price they paid so we can be free.
But what we can do is to honor their service and their sacrifice by blanketing their resting places with wreaths of remembrance. With these wreaths, we show that we here in Texas, we will never forget the price that they paid so that we can be free.